Hello everyone, I am Neeraj Manot, and in this video we are going to build and backtest Intraday Straddle Strategy by Theta Gainers. So hopefully this will be a start to a new series where we'll be looking at different strategies which are being shared publicly, and then we'll try to backtest it and see if those strategies actually work or not, and how you can build and backtest similar type of strategies. So let's get started. So this is the strategy that we are going to backtest today. This is an intraday straddle strategy by Theta Gainers, and he has pretty much explained it really well in this video. I have seen this entire video, and also I've asked ChatGPT, like I uploaded the entire transcript to ChatGPT, and I've also asked it to give me a step-by-step breakdown of it. So let's understand what the rules of this strategy are. So first of all, these are the rules. So there are two versions that are being discussed in this strategy. So in this video, he discussed about two different versions that we can use. So first version is basically this one that we are going to backtest today. And so rules of this strategy are that we first have to select ATM call and ATM put as per 920, and each day. So each day in the morning when we come, we at 920 we have to see what the ATM strikes are. Whatever the ATM price is, we have to fix those strike prices and then plot a combined premium chart as per these strikes. And then we have to select it at 5 minutes. We can also take 15 minutes. It is discussed in the video as well. And then we will enter only if the combined premium goes below previous day's low, or combined premium should go below previous day's low, and combined premium should close below its VWAP. So first it will close below its VWAP, and then it should also close below its previous day's low, and the gap between the combined premium close price and previous day low should not be huge. So current candle where it closes, the gap between both these points should not be very high. So let's assume that this is the current candle, and so previous day close was, let's say, here, and today, if like this is the previous day's close, and from today onwards the market began. So let's say this is the VWAP line. So let me just erase this one. Yeah, so let's just say that if the market directly opens over here, so if this gap is more than 28%, so it is not outright mentioned 28%, but in the example that is shown in the video over there, it is exactly like it is yesterday's close was 420 in one of the examples, and the today's current candle was 300. So there was like 120 point difference, which is 128. Yeah, so बहुत बड़ा gap रहेगा, तो we are not going to enter into the position. So gap should be less. So let's just for the sake of example, we'll actually change it back to 20%. So if the gap is more than 20%, or it opens really low, or if the VWAP crossover happens at a lower level when the gap is very high, at that point we won't enter. We'll wait for it to close below the VWAP, and this gap between previous day close and the candle which closes below the VWAP should be less than 20%. So this is one of the rules. And then we will enter into the straddle, which was sold at 920. So let's say whatever the strikes that we had selected at 920, even if the ATM is being changed, we will only sell the straddle in the same strikes that we had selected at 920. And then for the exit, what we'll do is we'll exit if it goes again above the combined premium, like if the combined premium again closes above the VWAP, or at 15:15 we'll close down all the positions and stop trading for the day. So these are the rules. There is another version of the strategy that will come to in the next video, and in that version what is being done is that on one day after the expiry, the ATM strike is being selected, and the same strike is then being continued over the entire week. So each day when we come in the market, the same strike is being referred of the DTE1 strike price. So that is another version. We'll come to that at the later stage, or else we'll create a separate video for that totally. And so let's get started with building the strategy. Okay, so let's get started with building the strategy. So to build the strategy, we are going to use BuildAlgos platform, and these are the rules. So we'll keep the rules just next to us so that we'll be able to check it and refer to the rules immediately. And at the same time, we'll build it using the strategy builder. So I'm not going to use the AI feature right now. If you want, you can directly build it with AI, but this feature is, I think, still underway, and it's better that we just directly build it with the builder. It will be quick as well. So to first build the strategy, we are going to select Nifty here, and then it is pre-selected to 5 minutes, and this position type is selected to intraday, and here square of time is 15:15. So all these things are pretty much set by default, and then we are going to add a data point which is of combined data. So what happens in combined data is that we are selecting this ATM call and ATM put, and it will automatically make the calculation of addition. And over here we have a rule that at 9:20 we first need to select ATM call and put strikes, that we have already done, and then we have to select strikes as per 9:20 am. So for this, what I'm going to write is we just need to select as of 9:20. So by as of option, what happens is that with whatever strike is present at 9:20 for that day, it gets automatically selected for the entire day. So we'll just click on add data here, and then we'll add an indicator. So for indicator, we need VWAP, and I'll add VWAP here, and combined premium VWAP is added. And we also need previous day close and previous day low with us. So for that, I'll directly add previous day range. So there is an indicator as previous day's range, and we will just select this previous day's range, and day range will be 1. So 1 is basically just the previous day's OHLC gets selected, and we'll add it in the indicator section. So now to first create this strategy, what we are going to do is we are going to open this strategy, so this entry condition. So by default, it is set at 9:30 straddle. So to create the strategy that we require right now, we will first change it to, like, we'll first open this entry condition, and we have set the max entries to infinite. If you want to restrict the number of entries, then you can restrict it to 2 or 3 entries in a day. On the day of expiry, it will actually create a lot of entries, so you can just restrict it to, like, restrict the number of entries. And for candle time, we are going to set it as candle time above 9:20. So if when the candle time goes above 9:20 and the time frame is of 5 minutes, so these are all if conditions. It will check this condition, then it will go to second condition, and so on and so forth. So we'll select 9:20, and then we are going to add that combined premium should close below its VWAP. So if combined premium is below its VWAP of current candle, this is our first condition. And then the second condition is that it should also be below the range low. So for that purpose, I'll just select combined premium close is below, current is below. So if it should be below previous day range, previous day low. So like this, we have selected both the conditions. And if this condition gets satisfied, we are going to sell a straddle. So by default, it comes up with a target and stop loss, but we are just going to remove the target and stop loss. And we are again going to select the same as of setting that we had selected while adding the data. So we are again going to select set this to 9:20. Right, so it will again enter the same strikes that were selected at 9:20. Yeah, so that is how it is done. And then for exit condition, what we are going to do, so this condition type is exit. So exit condition is only entered when there is an open condition. Unless and until there isn't a open condition, this exit condition won't be checked. So for that, we are going to say that combined premium close current is above VWAP current. So if it goes above VWAP again, then we are going to exit this condition. So save. So we are going to save the strategy as intraday straddle VWAP version 1. So I'll save the strategy. So if we see, we have already added two of the conditions, which is combined premium. Current candle should close below its VWAP and it should also be below the range low. Range low, that is the previous day's low. Now, if we check the conditions, so this one is done, then this one is done. Now only last condition is remaining, and for which actually we'll need to go into the code mode. So we'll just click on code here and then we'll go to edit code. So right now we only want to add this condition. So what this condition means is, suppose this is the current candle and over here your previous day, like this is the previous day, so over here this was the range low of the previous day. Now the gap between this current candle close and the range low should not exceed 20%. So if it is below 20%, then we need to, then we won't enter the trade. So let's say if it goes up and then here, if it is below, like if it is below this 20% mark, then only we'll take an entry over here. So forgive me for my like beautiful drawing, but yeah, that is how it will work. So now for that purpose, we'll just add a condition here. So this is our one of the condition, and then we'll just add another line here, and we'll just say and slash, and we'll add this line here. So the line that we'll add is basically the absolute value should not exceed 20%. So that's all. Okay, so this is the line that we'll be adding here. So what it means is that the absolute value, that is the current candle close minus the range low divided by the range low, should not be should be less than 20%. If it is greater than 20%, then we won't enter that trade. If it is less than 20%, only then we'll enter the trade. So now we have saved it as the code, and then we'll first backtest. We'll start with the backtest of the strategy, and then we'll discuss about the results. So let's get started. So for now, I'll backtest it from 2021, and boom. So the backtest is started. We'll wait for some time until the backtest is finished, and then we'll discuss the about the results. So backtest of the strategy is finally completed. Let's see how the results look. Yes, so this is the result. The result is here with us, and as we can see that there is a pretty smooth equity curve. But don't get too excited. Right now, we haven't added any slippage to the report. We'll just add 0.5 slippage and let's see how it looks. Okay, so result actually tanked a lot after just adding 0.5% slippage. I think the reason for this is that there are a lot of trades that are being taken. And if we go deep in the trade book, we can also see that there would be some entries that would be at a very lower premium. So if you can add a filter wherein filter for premium, it would be like it would perform a bit better, I believe. Like also there's nothing I can say about the performance. Like it's just completely red and in the negative. So I am also trading a similar strategy with combined premium. The rules of it are a little different. Uh, but at least like with these rules that we have here, it is like it's really not working well. But I would still read this strategy like 3 or 4 out of 10 because Theta Gainers also explained the rules of the strategy pretty well. You can actually modify the strategy a bit and make it like a little bit better. If you want, I can also create a separate video wherein we can optimize the strategy a little bit further. And like let's say if I select it from 1st January, let's see how the results look. Yeah, okay. So from 1st January, you can see that the results are looking like decent for starting months, and then again it tanked like post July, June again it tanked over here, and yeah, it's not that great honestly. Uh, all right, so this is it for this video. Uh, so hopefully we'll be creating more videos in the future about different trading strategies. If you have any suggestions or if you want to see any backtest of any particular strategy, do let me know. And if you want to get access to BuildAlgos, you can like try it out today. You can get on the wait list, or if you open an account with 5 paisa using the referral link in the description, you will get an instant access and you will get 50 free backtests and 4 live strategies per month for the next 1 year. All right. So thank you so much for watching this video.